Ready?
Oh,
Guys, just say we're here behind the scenes at City FM 89 talking about the Drake and what.
Which
Put some
camera do I look at?
enthusiasm
That
into it. You look there.
I have to start.
Hey guys, we're behind the scenes at City FM 89 to talk about the Drake and Kendrick beef. So, Sophia, where do we start?
I think we should start right at the beginning, Mikhail. We should start when Kendrick basically was created by Drake, don't you think?
Yeah, so Drake does that a lot where like he brings these new artists into the, into this world. So at first, I think it was 2011, 2012 when Kendrick released his first album. Drake helped him with that.
Actually, it's even before that. 2011 when Take Care was released, Kendrick was featured on Drake's album. And then Drake was featured on Good Kid, Mad City with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So it really solidified them from the beginning as like a power duo in rap.
Yeah, because Kendrick, for me at least in the last generation, is probably the best rapper from the last, I don't know.
You think?
Yeah.
I think
he
so.
is. You don't think so?
You think
Who
he's
do
the best rapper?
In the last 10 years, who's a better rapper than him?
Drake, J. Cole,
No,
Kanye
Drake's not a
West.
better rapper than him.
Kanye West,
Kan-
J. Cole.
Kanye West, yeah, but Kendrick Lamar, when it goes bars for bars, I don't think anyone competes
After
with him.
Damn and Good Kid, Mad City,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else. Like Mr. Morales and the Big
Yeah.
Steppers was nothing to me.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like he's released more music in the last month just beefing with Drake than he has
Literally.
over the last 10 years.
Seriously. Okay, let's get back to the beef.
Yeah.
Or we'll have beef with our producers.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
But anyways, so what happened?
So it started with Future's new album with Metro Boomin.
Wait. We have a really cool guest here
Yes,
right now.
who knows
Sophie,
more about the beef than any of us.
who is Kendrick Lamar?
He's a rapper.
And who did you think he was?
Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian. I thought he was that guy.
So
Lamar
you thought,
Odom.
okay.
I learned a little bit before this podcast, but now I'm here to learn.
Now you know.
So get back to it.
Okay, let's get back to it. So let's explain the beef to her while we're talking about it. So
Yeah.
it started with, so I had no idea that this beef was going on, to be honest, until I heard Like That by Future. And in that, Kendrick just went all out. He was referring to what's the song? First Person Shooter
First Person
by
Shooter.
Drake and J. Cole, where he was talking about how there's the big three and
Yeah.
J. Cole
You
included.
need to put the mic closer to your mouth.
When you speak.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
He's new.
He's
He's
new.
new. He's new. We're
Ignore
teaching him.
He's new.
Started with Control in 2013.
Yeah, whatever. You don't have to go
We
into,
also
like,
have
the-
another guest.
Yeah. Who thinks he knows better than everyone. Yeah, but
Ignore
he's
him. Ignore him.
I wish I could go.
Ignore
but
him.
Let's.
But okay, Sophie, question. So
yeah.
someone comes up with a song, it's called First Person Shooter, and they're like, you, me, and Mikhail, we're the biggest three rappers. Won't
Yeah.
you take that as a compliment?
Yeah.
Kendrick didn't. Him and Drake have been on the outs as of recent. So when J. Cole complimented him, he's like, me, you, and Aubrey were top three. We're the best three rappers in the world. And Kendrick came out and said, no, it's not top three. It's literally just me.
And then since
Male
then,
Male. Exactly. You know what? This entire feud can be summed up in those two words.
You can relate, can't you?
this podcast is not about me. Let's talk about Drake and Kendrick right now. So from
All
what
men
I've
are the
seen,
same.
All
though,
men are the same.
from what I've
Literally.
seen, Drake has really it is 20v1 as much as what he said in Family Matters as well. Everyone's against him. ASAP,
Everyone.
Rick Ross.
He even brought The Weeknd into it.
Yeah, The Weeknd. Everyone's against him. J. Cole released a diss track against Kendrick, and then what he do? He deleted it and then he apologized for
Okay,
it.
yeah. So let's backtrack a little bit. So after Kendrick came out on Like That on Metro Boomin's album with Future, he basically said that, it's just me. After that, J. Cole released 7-Minute Drill. The cover art of that basically said that might delete later. He did delete it later. He came out and he said he was low-key embarrassed.
he apologized to Kendrick. I mean, I feel
Which
like
I found was kind of lame.
Yeah,
I mean,
well.
if you're taking sides, then take sides. Like, don't be neutral.
Yeah. And then now if we go on to the Drake and Kendrick beef again, then we talk about how Drake released the false information to,
Oh,
fool
that
Kendrick.
was wild.
Yeah, he fooled Kendrick.
Yeah.
Tell me also.
So Kendrick basically in one of his diss tracks talked about the fact that Drake has a daughter that no one knows about.
Does
And
he?
he doesn't.
Okay.
So in his last diss track, Drake talked about how they released fake information because they knew that Kendrick would be baited into actually making. So every diss track that Kendrick has made so far has basically been. So that's why I feel for me, Drake is winning the this
Because it
beef right
called
now.
everything into
Because
question.
Yeah.
everything is just false accusations and it's not true.
Yeah.
So how exactly is he, like everything he's
Yeah.
based it on is false. So
And then, like, honestly, for me, Meet the Grams was just... So Grams is Drake's mom's last name. Her name's Sandra Graham.
Okay.
And Drake is also Aubrey Drake Graham. And so he just came out and he was like, every verse of that rap was dedicated to a different member of Drake's family. So, dear Sandra, dear Dennis, dear Adonis, dear Drake, and dear his daughter. And then he just ripped them all to shreds, which I just found was, he took it a bit too far. But then Kendrick came out and Drake came out again and just took digs at his wife and just called him a serial cheater and many, many other things we can't say on camera. But
also the things that Kendrick was saying about Drake's, like the fact that his parents have raised like a master manipulator, the fact that his son should look up to Kendrick as a role model. So like when you're crossing those boundaries, then I feel like Drake's able to say whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Right. So
And also, like, he talked about Drake's crew. He alleged that, they've committed some serious crimes.
Guys, plot twist.
Yeah.
They're secretly friends and this is all a publicity stunt.
100%.
Could be.
It really could be.
look at the outside influence who probably hasn't even heard a single Kendrick
Yeah.
song.
Marketing.
Yeah.
It's marketing. Good
exactly.
marketing.
Perspective, it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
But
Everyone's talking about them.
Okay,
And
question. Old school, West Coast, East Coast beef versus what's happening now.
let's talk
What's
about
old school,
Kanye
West
Drake.
Coast? Okay.
Let's talk about Kanye Drake beef versus Kendrick Drake beef. That would be really interesting.
There's Kanye Drake beef as well.
There was.
There was. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about
He
it.
released a remix of
Yeah.
Like That right now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tell me about
no,
it.
I thought it's not
So,
part.
say, what do you think about this beef compared to Drake's beef with
Kanye.
Kanye?
Okay. So I did a little bit of research before coming here. So
Cap.
what do you think?
Seriously,
I had lunch with them.
She was
I had
not
lunch with them.
She was not fed this information prior.
So what do you think about Kanye and Drake's beef compared to this beef?
Honestly, Kanye and Drake's beef was iconic.
Kanye is also
It
a
was
little bit
sort of-
crazy.
He is crazy, but it was like a slow release. We
Yeah.
were all like waiting in anticipation. They're dropping like 6 tracks in a week. I can hardly keep up. And also, when Pusha T talked about Drake's son, his son was real. Drake came out and said his son was real. He said, I wasn't hiding my son from the world. I was hiding the world from my son. Like, it was iconic.
Yeah.
Then you come to this, and I'm like, even if they become friends again, like, I'm not going to be, oh my
So
God.
why is Drake the common factor?
Because of the
Because you
fact
guys
that
are talking about Kanye, you guys are talking about Kendrick Lamar, but he seems to be in all the drama.
Because
when you
he
think
is the
about rap,
biggest.
who do you think about?
I don't think about rap.
Yeah, but the fact that you knew Drake was, but you didn't know Kendrick was, you've probably heard more songs of Drake,
Drake.
than
Yeah,
you've heard
true.
of all of the others
True.
combined.
You know, when
Yeah.
There's
you're
a reason
number
for
one,
that. When you're number one,
everyone's
then
gonna
everyone
wanna
picks on you.
True.
So
True.
that's why we feel. I'm a Drake number one. I'm Drake's-
Mikhail thinks he's number one,
Yeah.
so everyone wants
Exactly.
to pick fights with him.
Exactly.
It's all about him.
He can
Yeah.
identify with
So-
Drake in the moment.
Yes.
Again, back to male ego.
That's
Yeah.
no back to you guys always picking on me the same way that Drake gets picked on. That shows I'm number one. You see what I mean?
But technically, Kendrick is better.
Technically, Kendrick is a better rapper, but overall, if you talk about the
Overall, as
genre,
an artist.
there's no comparison. That's
It's
why
Drake.
in the last 10 years, Kendrick has released like one album, two albums.
It's not
Or
it.
he gets featured on like Baby Keem's album or like, A$AP Rocky. Who's
Our
A$AP Rocky
producer
rock
is
anything?
thinking something.
Yeah.
I think
Who's
you're,
A$AP Rocky?
I think
But
you're
A$AP Rocky is
honestly,
Rihanna's
A$AP
boyfriend. That's
no,
it. He has
I
nothing.
think, okay, I don't,
What? When was the last
A$AP
time he
is
released a
so
song?
good.
When was the last time he released a song?
Okay, I don't know
Other
about
than like his
that.
fashion and like him
I
dead,
like ASAP Rocky
Why do you
like
like
the way he
A$AP
looks?
because I
Rocky?
think I like a few of his songs.
Yeah, which song do you
I
like?
can't remember the name.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Can
shows
you
how much
name
you
a
know
Drake
about
song?
him.
No,
Come on.
Don't lie.
if you play it, I'll know it. I'm not a music.
Don't
person.
say that you don't know a Drake song. Don't.
Sophie, think of, come
This is
on.
like you
Guys, if you put a
abusing
gun to my head right now, I
culture.
can't even think
Put
of
a
one
gun
song.
to your head right now.
I can't. Guys, help over here.
Hotline Bling.
God's
Hotline
plan.
Bling.
Okay.
I can't believe
I
she's
know
so
that
uncultured.
song. I know that song. But
You
like,
hang out with me
I
and
don't
Mikhail
think of
a
these
lot,
things.
right?
Only thing I think your Instagram picture was Drake for the longest time.
Nobel Prize.
No, but Kendrick won a Pulitzer Prize for his album Damn. He's the only rapper to win a Pulitzer Prize for an album.
But have you seen how rigged these are? The fact that Cardi B won.
No, Cardi B. Oh,
No.
she won it for Invasion. No, she didn't win this.
She didn't win this, but the fact that like all these
No, but
awards,
a
I feel
Pulitzer
like
Prize is like one of the most highly renowned literary awards anyone can get, whether it's like a poet or an
but for
author
me,
or
all these
anything.
all of these awards are rigged.
You
They
can't
are.
just say
They are
that.
rigged.
It wasn't
For me,
lyrically.
they're rigged.
Damn.
You can't change my opinion.
Damn was a
Male
lyric.
It doesn't
ego.
matter.
Literally.
Male
It
ego.
doesn't matter. You can't change
men
my
even
mind.
fight each other.
Okay, anyways, guys, back to the gossip.
Yeah, this is all she cares about because,
yeah,
you know,
she's,
yeah. So uncultured
Okay,
also.
wrap it up.
And anyway, Sophie, there is not a lot more to tell you. I think we got you up pretty well.
Yeah.
What's the latest thing that's happened?
So the last thing
Should
that's
I ask
happened
that?
now is the fact that Drake has come out and said that all of those accusations about him having a daughter are fake.
Yeah.
So now people are now saying that Drake has the one up on him. So the last song that was released was, I forgot the name.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Hard Part 6.
The hard part 6.
Yeah, yeah. Look, we have one of our producers at the back who thinks he knows it all, but
He
doesn't have.
doesn't. He said
Yeah,
it's the
that's why
hard
he's not
part
here right
6.
now. That's why he's
What
not
is
here
the
right now.
hard part
Twist?
6?
That's what it's called.
What if the daughter's real?
Oh,
what it's called.
no, it's not.
It is the Hard Part 6.
What did you say?
The hard
He's-
part. I said the family part.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the family
It's
part.
the hard
6.
part
See,
6.
you're
That's the last one.
confusing me.
So now we just have to look at what's going to be next. I feel like we have not heard the end of it. I feel like it's going to go on and on and on. Can
I
we
think
It
the
is
come
gonna
out?
daughter
go
will
on.
come about.
You know what
No,
my
that's what
favorite
you
line
hope for.
was? Drake's AI generated this. Taylor
So
made
good.
freestyle.
Yeah, but it had to be removed.
Yeah, but when he comes out and he's like, oh, like, you know, Kendrick, you're just waiting for Taylor to drop so you can drop because
Yeah.
who can drop on the same day as her? And that, you know, that took the cake for me.
Yeah.
At least he can give accolades to someone else, unlike Kendrick, who can dish it but can't
Yeah,
take it.
Can't take it.
Okay, guys, tell me a little bit more about the AI drama also before we wrap up.
So honestly, I feel like it wasn't as big a deal as they made of it, but the fact is that I feel like Kendrick.
What was it?
So Drake released a song on Instagram called Taylor Made Freestyle.
Yeah.
In that song, he sampled the voices of Tupac and Snoop Dogg using AI to diss Kendrick.
That's not allowed.
And no, so Tupac's
That's
estate
not allowed.
went
Oh, really?
at
Yeah.
Drake.
What do you know? Who are you?
That's their voice. That's how they make their money.
So what about-
You can't.
So what about
make
after
money.
like Juice WRLD died and people kept using his music?
But Sophie,
You-
do you think it's a
Yeah.
really big deal if he just put it on like Instagram?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
he didn't release it. He didn't try to make money off it. He,
He
just tried
just
to
like
like you know.
snipped it and
he
put it on
snipped it, yeah.
Instagram.
What's
It's
the
like
big
me
deal?
imitating you and just posting it on
Yeah. Or me
Reels.
posting you and not asking you, which I do all the time.
I would not allow that. I
Yeah,
think that's
but,
wrong.
But what are you going to do about it? Sue me?
Yeah, if I had the
So
chance.
why haven't you yet?
Let's go to legal right after this
Yeah.
and see what our
Let's see.
rights are.
I don't think that's right. I think because that's it's how they make their money. It's their whole rule. And like, I mean, copyright, we get copyrighted issues for using a song in the background of a video.
So true.
So why? Just because who did it?
Honestly, I have to concede to
Look at
Why
Sophie
is
Drake.
here.
Drake getting away with it? Because he's
I have to
Drake.
concede
Because
to
he's
Sophie here.
Drake and you're not. So he can.
I have a problem with that.
No, you can't.
I have a problem
I
with that.
agree with you. I concede
No,
to
I'm
you.
all for Drake.
I'm a big Drake fan, supporter, stan, bigger than Mikhail for sure.
Oh, right. I came in at 0.001% on Spotify.
Literally,
So don't
I don't
even
use.
compare.
So I use Apple Music, not
that's why.
Spotify.
That's the end of it.
and-
Okay,
There's no
guys,
end of
I'm over
discussion.
this conversation now. Let's wrap up. Thank
Okay.
you guys for
Thank you,
watching, and we will be
guys.
back next week
Thank you.
with more beef.
Hopefully not too much.
Hopefully not
Drake,
beef between us.
Hopefully Drake wins. Thank
No, we already have beef. We'll discuss that maybe in therapy.
you. Yeah, probably need it.
Stay tuned to City FM 89 for more updates on pop culture right here. Click like,
Click
share,
like.
and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.